to beat the buzzer. Turn around. Got it! Keely Froling putting it on the floor, getting past Fowler and scoring with the left hand. Offline, it'll fall back into Flame's hands. Swain can jack one up. And connects. Shanice Swain from deep. Oh, Soa had it stripped by Thompson. What a defensive play. And Unique takes it all the way.
Round 11 in the WNBL kicks off in the nation's capital. Welcome to Canberra, the AIS Arena, as the players arrive courtside, checking in thanks to Minor Hotels. And the Sydney Flames are in town, seeking to find their way back onto the winners list. And tonight, well, it shapes as a real opportunity. The Caps, without Jade Melbourne, without Sarah Blitzarves, and they come in with some form as they push Townsville all the way at the end of round 10. Liam Ellison here in commentary, and alongside me this evening is WNBL Life member Larissa Anderson and NBL champion and Olympic 3x3 Kangaroos coach Damon Lowry. Welcome to you both.
Great to be here.
Sensational to be here. We got ourselves a game that could be very interesting, Liam. We got one team in Canberra that's trying to just hold on to the 4th spot. Then we got Sydney that's trying to avoid the spoon, the wooden one, so they're fighting out with Geelong. So hopefully we'll see some desperation.
Now searching for their first victory as well under head coach Renee Garlop. And the Caps, well, they were in some form, but they fell in their last out against the Perth Lynx. It was pretty dire offensively, but Katie Sissoko was excellent with 20 points off the bench.
Yeah, thanks, Katie. A tough loss for you guys on the road last game. Now that you've had a couple of days to process, what are your key takeaways from that one?
Honestly, just like sticking to the game plan, you know, defensively, playing aggressively, and offensively, I think our shot's gonna fall off. We just need to like play with rhythm and stick together.
You yourself had a particularly good game at the offensive end. What is it about this system that's allowing you to go out there and dominate?
Honestly, just being in the aggressive mindset. I feel like I've been missing that a lot in my games lately. But like getting back in that groove, running in transition, you know, playing hard defense, that really helped me build confidence. So, yeah. You've
got the Flames tonight. You've beaten them once. You've lost to them once this season. But you don't have Jade as well, out for 4 to 6 weeks. How do you guys approach this one? What's the mentality to try and fill her shoes?
Honestly, it's a tough team, and at this point, anybody can beat anybody, so we don't really care about what happened before. We just need to stick to the game plan, honestly, play hard defense, and obviously it's going to be hard with Jade, like, not being able to play, but we have good players that can come off the bench and, like, bring that energy, so I'm confident.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Had 20 of their 49 points last outing against the Lynx, Larissa, and coming off the bench again today, Katie Sissoko.
Yeah, 49 points isn't going to get it done on many occasions, if ever. So scoring will be a big focus today. Talia, great to see Tupea step in. She's very familiar with the WNBL, has been playing the league since she was 15 years old, coming out of the New Zealand League, fresh, very good timing to cover Jade Melbourne. So I love Sissoko as a player, Dee. Interesting that she's coming off the bench again. Coach Goris obviously loves her coming off the bench with the impact she had last game, but Poch into the starting lineup again tonight. I'd love to see a big game from her.
Yeah, I think Coach Goris could love her more if she's in the starting lineup, especially with her current mindset, like she just said, to be aggressive. I like everything about her game. I feel like it's smooth. I like her basketball spirit. I think she's only going to get better as the season goes on.
She will start tonight for the UC Capitals, and for the Flames, Shanice Swain has been coming off the pie in the last few, and it really worked a treat. She was terrific against the Fire.
Shanice, talk to me about your progress over the last few weeks. You can use the Fire series as a barometer, but you guys have gone from strength to strength. What is it that's clicked?
I think we've just been like going at each other a lot in training, and I think we're kind of just finding ourselves more individually and as a team. I think we're really using our strengths and putting them to good use, so yeah.
Is it something that Renee has implemented, or has it been more player-driven?
Definitely Renee. Renee has definitely driven that, but I think we've also all gotten around each other and picked each other up and really boosted each other's confidence.
You guys have obviously won one, lost one against these guys this season. The last time you played, though, they got off to a really good start in that first quarter. How do you flip the switch today and make sure that's you guys getting the jump?
I think obviously we take the first punch. We were a bit pissed off, obviously, about the last game, but so I think we're ready to come out and smash it out. As you said, we have taken a huge step from where we have been during the season, so I think it'll be good, and I think we're really ready for this game.
Looking forward to it. Good luck.
Thank you.
23 points, 4 of 6 from distance in round 10 against the Townsville Fire as they fell by just 5 points. A real improvement from a couple of weeks ago up there in Townsville. Let's welcome in the 4th member of our team here this evening, Joe Healy, courtside. Joe.
Hey guys, great to be here in Canberra for this one. Now, the fans have absolutely packed this arena out. They've been starved of basketball over the last week, over Christmas, so they are ready to go. Interestingly enough, though, I spoke to a couple of the Flames before the game, and they actually really like playing here. They like the energy that the crowd brings. Damon, you said it off the top. We've got a game on our hands, so bring it on.
That we certainly do. Thanks very much, Joe. Here's your starting fives on screen. Tapia into the 5. And Nadia Poch as well. I feel like Isa Brain-Cardizano, Larissa, has a big role to play tonight.
I love her game, and every single offensive player hates her matching up on them. She's just tenacious defensively, gets up and in, leaves it all out there. She's a great player.
Here we go, underway. No, we'll have a false start at the AIS Arena in Canberra. 4th place Caps taking on the Flames, trying to end a 5-game skid, and this is a great opportunity to do so. First chance, Canberra. Kuso elbow catch and tangled up down low immediately is Talia Tapia, who, Damon, last played in the New Zealand League and is a veteran of the WNBL. A crucial piece with Jade Melbourne out of the lineup.
She's a crucial piece, all right, and I like her game. Like you said, Larissa, we've seen her grow up pretty much in the league. Injuries have kind of curtailed her career a bit, but you can see she's got great size and strength, and she's going to make Mick Cann's life difficult in the post if she keeps going down there.
I love that look for Canberra, for the UC Caps. Tapia is so strong physically, so that was a really good play there.
Speaking of Akuso, couldn't get a second mid to it.
How many rebounds are we penciling Agnes in for this game right now? Had a big 11 last game. Double figures?
At least.
Really leading the way in that category. Lost it that time. Had 4 blocks as well in the first quarter. Agnes Eminopu, extraordinary. Down low is Poch. Real opportunity today. He needs some big output from her. Stays Canberra basketball, but Larissa, no Sarah Blitzarves. It provides the opportunity for Nadia.
Yeah, Blicky's having a fantastic season, so she's a big out for the Caps, but I'd love to see Poch step up. She always has a couple of standout games. Hopefully one of them's tonight.
Blitzarves will be re-evaluated for their next outing with a knee injury. Cardizano with a blow-by. Nicholson averaging this 17 points per game this season. And tried to feed Froling and Tapia cut off.
One thing about Talia Tapia is her basketball IQ. She plays the game at her own pace. Her brain is huge, her basketball brain, so she can read the play, even though she hasn't been on the team more than probably 48 hours. I don't know how many training sessions she's had, because the team have missed one around the rim, but you just can count on her to make the right basketball play.
Absolutely.
Nicholson strong. Thompson an extra chance. And this end of the floor, they excel at offensive rebounds as Nicholson will go to the line for 2. They are first in the league for offensive boards, the Flames.
What do you make of that, Riz?
Well, I think every team tries to be the better rebounding team. Offensive rebounds, they're not a huge team other than Thompson. Obviously, she's a really good size body. Keely Froling, she's a good size, but she's not physically, I'm about to say not physically as strong as a Thompson, but I think that's a great attribute to have as a team. And you heard them through the week talk about defense and rebounding being their 2 keys. So that's one target met for them.
Nicholson opens the scoring account. And 2 of 2. Always an elite free-throw shooter, Lauren Nicholson. Back with Tapia, running point. Strong screen from Akuso. Poch feeding the roll. Did well to stay in bounds. Brain-Cardizano, now 4 seconds. On the block, has to go to work. And gets the call. Hoop and harm Zatina with one to come at the line.
Talk about moving the ball around. My goodness, I thought Akuso probably should have powered up that first one, but great three-point play coming up.
We checked Amy replay, and Zatina in the post. Nice little footwork down here, gave Keely a little bit of a dream shake. Soft touch with the right hand.
Really good inside-outside play too. Move the ball, move the players.
Missing on the free throw, Akuso. That's going to be a massive matchup tonight, Akuso and Froling, Unique Thompson. It's been a point of difference, Damon, since coming in, Zatina.
Yeah, she just automatically provided some interior aggression on both ends. Like, she can just about defend everyone in the post, and everyone in the post struggles to defend Zatina. Biggest thing is she can just stay out of foul trouble. That was a good dish. Good cut. Good dish by Potts. Good cut by Munga.
Great assist. Nick Can and strip clean from Talia Tupea. Great hands. Baseline ball, Sydney.
Great play.
Gets back inside, and Nicholson off the inbounds.
The good old little flex cut, D, works every time.
Yeah.
Tough to guard off the sideline, end line.
Especially if you don't communicate like we just did. But you're right, a lot of teams run that baseline, that flex cut out of the baseline play, and it causes some havoc.
Tupea hands in from Thompson. Munga comes to assist. Single numbers once more. Munga fighting by, great defense. But Potch diving on it for the Capitals. Flames will peel it away. Inside, 2 feet in the keyway. Unique Thompson opens her account.
Just a strong, strong body. Great rim run, great feed, great finish.
I love when the bigs just try to own the interior. Around the basket, good seal, good recognition by the guards. And both teams, Larissa, neither team can afford foul trouble.
No.
Like, you know, the both benches are a little compromised, and it's going to be vitally important that they just have some foul discipline and protect themselves.
Interestingly, both teams have an absolute offensive gun coming off the bench too.
Sure do. Shanice Swain still in the wings for the Flames. Katie Sissoko for the Caps. 5 to work with, and the midi this time from Unique.
Thompson coming off a great game against Townsville too. I mean, Sydney did such a good job against them on Tuesday, only going down by 5. Thompson had 25. She's picking up where she left off.
Kuso in the posts. Giving up a lot of size is Eminopu, but does well. Potch, second chance. And there's the board for Eminopu. What a player she's been for the Flames.
Here she is.
Wide open Froling. Eminopu on the offensive rebounds this time.
Keely Froling is not shooting a 3-ball as well as she would like. Only 17% from down there. But you got to take the open shots, Rich. You got to still take the open shots.
You do. Not up, not in. They're not going to get any better if you don't shoot it.
10 to work with for Froling. Rips and drives left.
That's her game, though.
Yep.
Put the ball on the floor, attack the slower big.
A little sore down here in the backcourt to Tupea. This is not great signs. And her first game back in the WNBL this season.
And she started well too. Hopefully she's okay.
Hopefully that Cap staff will come out and assist.
Looks a bit wobbly. Did she get hit?
So might have come before that play. Does look
Yeah,
wobbly, I
didn't see
agree.
it on that occasion. She definitely looked like she took a knock to
sort
the
of
head
knock,
at some
yeah.
stage. I mean, we just said too, Larissa, how her whole career has been marred by injury.
Yeah.
And now within 4.5 minutes, she's already took a hit. And judging off of that vision, we probably won't see her again this game.
No, she doesn't look great.
Damn!
I know, she was doing so well too. Absolutely love watching her play, and she's a great fit for the UC Caps. It's a real shame. Hopefully sending her lots of love. Hopefully she's okay.
Absolutely. Our thoughts with Talia. Helped off from the Caps physios and strength and conditioning staff. Jada Clark will come in. Depth being tested here for the Capitals. No Jade Melbourne, no Sarah Blitzarves if you just joined us. The Flames have jumped them out of the gates. And Catazano and Nicholson, one of those key matchups. This is Akuso and Thompson. Pump fake, jump hook is true.
I mean, you got two players right there, Lewis, who are kind of similar in size and strength in the way they play in the post. That matchup right there is worth the price of admission for mine.
It really is. And both of them have really nice traditional balanced post moves.
Hezzy in a jumper for Loz Nicholson. Up to 6 already, the Flames' leading scorer. Here's Potch.
Great feed. Oh.
Great feed out to Munga this time. Potch again, barreling into the body of the defender. Nicholson will take a defensive foul.
Potch doing a great job on the offensive boards there. Just needs to take her time on those putbacks, but she's been rewarded with the foul here. But the Caps are just so long, Damon.
Yeah.
Just no matter what players are out, you notice they're switching everything. They can stay long, active hands. It causes havoc defensively.
Yeah, and Potts just, like you said, her high engine just keeps moving. Offense not run for, but she knows how to clean up the glass and give her team an extra possession. And now Katie Sissoko.
In.
She's one of my favorite players to watch in the league.
She's a lot of fun to watch. Real athlete.
Clark, Yuri Sissoko, who has to go right on the horn.
Count it. Count it. Way to enter the game, D.
Yeah, take that shot fake, one dribble.
She heard you.
One-legged pull-up, we'll take it.
Ball just left the hand. Here's Brain Catazano, who rips into the open floor. Sissoko on the trail. And that's going to be team foul number 4 already against Sydney.
That was just good defense, good hands.
It's great hands.
By Izzy. Just
What
a
she
little
does.
menace, like you said.
She is. She is a pain. In a good way. In a really good way.
WNBL26 is heating up. Don't miss your chance to catch a game live this summer. It's the perfect family day out. Energy, atmos, and plenty of great moments. Get your tickets and full season fixture now with a QR code as Brain Catazano nearly kept it in bounds.
Cap's doing a great job on the offensive glass, though. Sydney are going to have to do a much better job blocking out. Whilst they are currently, apparently, the leading offensive rebounding team, Caps are leading that right now.
Shanice Swain checks in along with Laura McSpadden.
Here is McSpadden and Swain, screen and roll sequence.
Great
The
look.
mismatch, and McSpadden able to take advantage.
Yeah, just punishing that switch. Both teams are doing a good job at that, leaving mismatches under the basket, and the guards so far doing a really nice job finding their bigs.
Flames going at 60% from the field at this early stage. And Catazano set for 3, nearly got the roll off the rattle out.
And don't let that shot discourage you, Izzy, from taking the next open look.
I agree.
She's shooting a great percentage from downtown this season.
Trolling. Right under the board with Sissoko. Here's Eminopu.
Great take.
By Munga. You bet. Count it.
Great
Got the
take.
contact from behind.
Straight down the guts, D. Attack middle, caught just feet just a little bit off defensively. Great take.
Her first pro season post-college, Agnes Eminopu was going from strength to strength.
She was a development player with the Melbourne Boomers before she went off to college, and we called her Jet for that very reason. She is quick.
I remember her junior days playing in Bellarine. She was trying to distort the competition with her work rate. Went to Stanford, went to TCU. I think she finished up at TCU University.
Yeah. Great athlete, great human. Great to see her in the WNBL.
Sissoko.
Whoops.
Lost the handle.
Right idea. They've looked at a couple of those backdoor cuts and just haven't quite been on the same page. And I think that's a sign of a couple of players in and out.
Yeah, it's been plenty of disruption.
And that's one thing you can't prepare for. A coach cannot prepare for disruption in the preseason, during the season. It's just something you just have to figure out on the fly. Speaking of on the fly, instant offense, Shanice. She told Joe Healy how pissed off they were after the last game.
That's exactly
She
what
ain't messing around early.
Oh, you just look, Swain, whilst her penetration game is improving, she is a flat-out three-point shooter. You have to know where she is at all times.
Absolutely, 4 of 6 from distance. Last out, and Jess McDowell-White there with the assist to injury replacement player Izzy Morgan out for the remainder of the season. Such a great sporting family, the McDowell-Whites. Sister Hayley plays for Bendigo as well in the WNBL this season. And this could be a great chance for Renee Garlop's first victory as head coach. A lot to play out here. Here was Renee before the match with Joe.
Yeah, the last game here for us, obviously that really hurt. They came out and just punched us in the face, in all honesty, and they did really well. And I think for this group, we kind of haven't spoken too much about wins or losses, but we want to walk away today here better than we were the other day. And I think we can take care of that and the progress we've made, then hopefully that'll result in a win.
Sounds like there's been some pretty hard training sessions as well since she's come to the helm.
Well, there's no other choice. You've just got to head down, bum up and work. You really do just need to work really hard together as a group. It's pretty tough that in her first few games she's had to face Townsville 3 times, but she doesn't make excuses. No one makes excuses, and I mean, they're off to a great start here, and there's clearly some really good improvement being shown, Dee, so far by the Flames.
Teams got to start ducking when people start trying to punch them in the face, Riss. You got to be able to see the punch coming and bob and weave.
Punch back.
But I'll tell you what, I'm looking at Renee Garlop and her assistant coach, Thomas Garlop. Last time I've seen a husband and wife duo, the head coach, assistant coach of the WNBL was yourself.
It was.
What is that like?
Well, it can be fun. It can be very honest. It can it's I think it's great if you've got that opportunity and that resource to you. I say use it.
Here's Morel. Inside the post, left hook, no good. Eminopu pulls down yet another rebound. Here's Swain down the floor. Thought about the 3. Now she'll pull the trigger, book it. Shanice has got 2 in the first quarter.
From exactly the same spot. She's just a beautiful shooter.
And she doesn't need much time. I'm talking about time on the floor to rack up points. She gets them in bunches.
Joe Healy, Canberra need a response.
Yeah, they certainly do. Still waiting on an update on Talia Tapea. She's out the back in the locker room with the trainers, so we'll keep you updated as and when I hear. But listening to Paul Gorris before, he highlighted Shanice Swain. He said our defense, one-on-one especially, needs to be better. We need to get in their faces and try and slow them down here.
Right on the free-throw line and the roll for McDowell-White.
Sydney just look really disciplined in their half-court set at the moment. They're going to mismatches. They're poised. Canberra only 9 points. They really just need to know who they're going to here. Get the ball in the right hands.
That's the right hands right there.
Right there.
Sissoko looking to take it to the iron. Brain Catazzano wayward. The bongi and ripped away from Shanice Swain.
It's Babongi's birthday. She's meant to be getting the gift, not giving it away.
Happy birthday.
Yeah, 19th birthday today.
What a way to celebrate it. First miss from 3 from Swain. Took under a minute remaining in the first.
Oh, I'd be looking in, yep.
Sissoko, fall-away jumper, using that length.
That's good D by Mick Kane. Anytime you're undersized in the post, if you can force the player to shoot a turnaround jumper, that's a win.
13-0 run for the Flames. Can they add to it? Swain had 2 defenders in front, and she gets the call for 2.
Yeah, you can really see with the Kuso out, they just lose that inside presence.
And Sydney Flames are playing like a team is desperate and do not want to finish on the bottom of the ladder. And as a coach, you sometimes ask yourself, where was this earlier in the season? But it's just good to see the desperation. Great first quarter so far by the Flames.
And they're a young team, so sometimes it just takes a little, and they're a very new team, so it does take time.
And you mentioned it, Larissa, they've had to face Townsville in their last outings. In fact, it's 3 of their last 4 against the Fire, who are right at the top of the table. Talk about a tune-up.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough, but I think if I was the Flames, they're looking at their last encounter against them. They only went down by 5, which is a great job.
Massive improvement from a couple of weeks ago when they fell by 33. Swain again, her second steal of the quarter.
It's going up.
Plenty of time to work with.
Oh.
Is that Brain Catazano lost the handle? Nonetheless, it is a great opening 10 minutes from the Sydney Flames here. A 15-0 run, 26-9 the scoreline. They have suffocated the Capitals defensively and look in control here. Plenty to play out at the AIS Arena in Canberra.
Ice, give me that ice, give me that cool girl, isn't that nice? You like
26-9, the quarter-time lead for the Sydney Flames here at the AIS Arena, away from home. It was a 14-0 run in the final 4 minutes of the period to open up the advantage. Liam Ellison, Larissa Anderson, Damon Lowry and Joe Healy courtside, who's listening in to the Flames huddle in the last break of play. Joe.
That's very nice.
Yeah, look, I really like the attitude of the Flames over the last few weeks. I mean, they could rest on their laurels, be happy with their improvement, but they are not satisfied. Renee Garlop said after their last game, she was proud of the fight, sure, but she said, we've set a new standard now and we've got to continue. So far in this one, she's very happy with what's happening at the defensive end. Obviously a little concerned with what is happening out there with Unique Thompson at the moment, but she looks like she's going to persist. We'll keep an eye on her, but really solid from the Flames so far.
It's that incidental swipe, thanks Joe, from Brain Catazano, who immediately display a sportsmanship and
High five
she's okay.
High five to the face.
Bongi controlling the boards. Here's Clark, who not sure on the status of Tapia going forward.
That is great hustle. Way to throw it two in the backcourt as well.
Yep, good heads-up play. The Caps are just obviously, understandably, struggling to get the ball up the floor right now.
It's going to fall on Clark and maybe Monique Babongi as well, who on her birthday all of a sudden could be a big night out.
Well, these are the opportunities that these players get to step up. So, and I love saying Babongi. I love her name, but I love the way she plays. So as she exits the game, but I think she has the opportunity to give some great minutes today.
Future's bright. Monique's got a very bright future. And sometimes, you know, you get some reps, extra reps due to some injuries, but you got to take full advantage of them. But she's got a bright future, no doubt.
2.5 Munga, immediate trigger.
Now that's what I want to see get very aggressive and put some scoreboard pressure on is Nicole Munger. Out of the University of Michigan, my home state. I need buckets.
They're going to need it. Missing blitzards in Melbourne. That's a lot of offense they've got to replace. Can flipped out. It's Froling outside.
And that's what we're talking about, Rich. That's a wide open 3 ball.
Got to take it.
She is now a 50%. Forget what the percentages say. You're 50% today.
This is getting out of hand for the Capitals. They trailed 12-9 halfway through that first quarter. Sissoko can't find the bottom of the rim. And Catazano the hustle. Down low is Morel.
Another 3 ball by the Caps. There's a lot of 3 balls going up. Akuso, you can see her coming in the game. It was interesting she didn't start the second quarter, but they're really missing her inside presence. They need to attack the rim more.
Absolutely. Nicholson.
Good catch.
Corner opportunity. And the Caps are 0-5 from 3. They haven't been far away on all of their attempts.
Larissa, what's the message? There's 8 games to go in the season. Sydney Flames are holding up the bottom of the ladder. What do you say to them when you're in that situation?
To the Flames?
Yeah, you the coach. Like, what's your message?
I think it's exactly, I agree with the way Renee Garlett was speaking before. You don't talk about wins and losses, you talk about you talk about what you want to improve on. Each game you want to get better at this, and you do find that eventually those areas do lead to good results, is what you hope. But if you focus on the results, it doesn't really give them anything to focus on, because they do kind of concentrate on the fact that they've only got the 3 wins for the season. And you are seeing improvement from a young squad here with a coach change mid-season.
Yeah, the buy-in looks evident. 31-9 lead for the Flames. And Manopu to check back in a moment. Swang's been terrific since entering the ball game. 4th turnover of the game against the Flames.
That's Lauren Nicholson's second skip pass that she had to show off her verticality to try to get it.
They are really testing her today, aren't they?
Manopu defending Munga. He's back out there in the lane, just parted.
There's a gift.
They tried to, Nick Can tried to bump the cutter a little bit, and I think Unique thought they were switching, which is, you definitely don't want that switch to happen. So that was some confusion. It cost them as Mick Can tees one up. No bueno.
Yeah, I think we just call that a defensive breakdown, don't we?
Yes,
completely and utterly.
We've spoken of the Flames' offensive rebounding. Unique Thompson, one of the core reasons why they do lead the league. Getting some second chance points there. McDowell White to replace Can.
So a little sneaky foul called on Can there.
That's her second. Nicholson's got 2 as well. That previous Satina basket. Their first in 7 minutes. Munga, top of the boulevard. And a foul call down low as Akuso hit the deck, clutching at that right knee, and that's a worry because that was the same knee that held her out at the start of the season.
I can't watch this in slow-mo. You're going to have to tell me what happened. Is she all right, Riz?
Just obviously, the knee obviously isn't 100%. She just looks a bit tender, but legs just got locked there. I don't think there was anything to...
We done seen way too much clutching from players in this injury-plagued season.
Yeah, far too much for the Capitals. Unfortunately, the word Tapia will not take further part in this game. We'll have to do it without her in her debut. Nadia Poch hands the 3.
Love to see it. That's the area of her game that she's been working so hard on. We all know how great she is in the open floor, putting the ball on the floor, but great to see Poch knock down a 3 there, and much needed score.
Froling can't return fire. They've got the fresh 14, Sydney. McDowell White the fall away too, and gets the bounce off the board.
All created, all created by Lost Nicholson getting the offensive rebound, getting him another possession, and Jessica rewards the team with another baseline deuce.
Poch Poch retrieves it.
Flames definitely have a very nice away hometown roll right now.
What a roll indeed.
I don't think Thompson liked that call.
I don't think so.
Check the Amy replay, Nicole Munger. And that was a good roll by Zatina to flatten out the defense. Good kick out to Potts for the tray ball.
Great pass. Just needed to catch and shoot.
Now, Larissa, this is how specific I like to be when I'm coaching. I don't know how specific you like to be. Canberra missing Jade, 11 points. Sarah, 13. But there's 24 points that they're missing. Do you look at a couple of players in the eye? Is that's just a stroll down the lane for Zatina?
That was the fake. Loved it.
Do you look at players in the eye and say, I need you to give me more? Not the team, you.
In terms of stepping up with them out, for sure, absolutely.
You call them out like that, specific?
Well, you have that many points. I mean, you've discussed the points, but not to mention the amount of rebounds and assists that you lose with those players out. Absolutely, you need to call players out to step up. And I mean, not that you should have to. These players will be and should be dying to step up and get that extra opportunity. They've got 4th spot on the line. They're 2 games clear in the 4th spot. They're playing for finals, legit finals.
Absolutely they are. Nicholson take on the left and the whistle against Nadia Poch.
What I'm saying is you should not need to motivate when you're playing for finals.
Yeah.
2 wins ahead of the Flyers and the Lightning at the moment. Those 2 sides will play each other as well. That shapes as a mini elimination final in a sense. There's no better way to show your club loyalty this WNBL season. Repping your favourite player's jersey, whether you're in the stands or watching at home. Get involved at WNBLstore.com.au. Timeout on the floor halfway through the seconds. And the Flames with the cushion. 35-16, 5:02 on the clock. Caps offense has dried up here so far in this one.
Yeah, 16 points is already a pretty big deficit going on here. The Caps have a lot of work to do. They've dug a little bit of a hole for themselves, but 1 possession at a time, and there's a long way to go in this game. We've seen many a comeback this season.
You got to do something to generate a spark on offense. You got to do something. You got to junk it up on defense. You got to press. You got to get extremely aggressive to try to get out in transition, because right now the half-court offense is extremely anemic.
It is. So you need stops and to run, and that's what they like to do. They like to run, but they're not getting those stops right now. They've given up 35 points with 5 minutes to go in the second quarter. It's not going to get it done.
Capitals still in the timeout here. Paul Goris with some words for his side. Looking to insert some energy as they trail this one by 19. Flames at the 3-throw line. Liam Ellison, Larissa Anderson and Damon Lowry with you in commentary tonight as round 11 in the WNBL kicks off. Nicholson with 6 points will have 2 at the line. She's 3 of 3 now tonight.
Hopefully, as you've just pointed out, Dee, that we see the Caps mix up their D here. They really need some stops and to run. Some really nice, easy transition baskets can turn the game around for them.
Facts.
And it was an extended huddle that time for Paul Goris, Joe.
It was pretty positive energy as well. It looks like they're starting to generate a little bit of momentum, starting to see a few go down. They'll be happy with that one. Paul Goris just said offensively he wants them to move the ball more, keep the Flames on their feet, attack the paint, look to drive and dish, and just try and generate, as I said, a bit more momentum here.
Nice try. They're able to attack the paint just there, the Caps.
Good to see Nicole Munger aggressive attacking the baseline wrist, but we don't want to see Zatina kicking it out in the post on a guard as Jess gets herself an easy steal in transition and gets it to go.
Agree, 100%. We both put our hands up in the air there. What's Akuso doing, kicking it out? She's got such a good inside game there, and they need that presence.
6 now in the ball game for McDowell White. Sissoko, the hand in from Ewanopu and stays with the play, smokes it.
McDowell White's brought some really nice energy in for the Flames. I mean, they already were playing really well, but she's getting up and in defensively, running the floor, giving a couple of nice little baskets.
She sure has. Nicholson collided with Brent Cardizano. Offensive foul.
I'm going to need to see the replay on that one. 'Cause I'm not just automatically agreeing with that one, Riz. Let's see.
She'll have to sit because that's 3 personals for Loz.
This is what Iz does so well. Yeah, that's that's nothing.
What's the issue?
Well,
all right.
We always tell the defense to fall because you've got a good chance of it getting called.
It worked right there. Kuso, not that time on the roll. Carla Pittman, her first minutes and the first rebounds.
Now, this is a spot that Sydney Flames are not used to being in, playing with a 21-point lead. You don't want to obviously protect it because there's just that much game left. It's Jess McDowell White.
Having a great little purple patch off the bench for the Flames.
Adds to it now, 4 of 4 from the field. Caps need an answer.
You can hear a pin drop in this stadium right now.
Normally getting right behind their Caps. That's a nice move in the post from Akuso.
Keep going to it.
But is this in right here? Is this in? Is this in right here, Riz? They got no answer.
Ouch. That's a big shot by Thompson, but we know she can shoot it. The Caps have to lift defensively here.
45-20 Flames. Burst out of the gates in this one. Jada Clark gets the whistle on Swain.
See, I think that pass has to go inside. They forced this. It's a nice little 3-man game they're playing there. They forced the switch. Akuso was asking for it. I think that's got to go inside.
5th team foul, first personal against Swain. Big job tonight now for Jada Clark. Her first points falls at the line.
Jada Clark is another player that I really like watching play. A great athlete. You can just see that she's very versatile on the perimeter. Not obviously a point guard, traditional point guard, but can initiate some offense.
There we go. This is what they need.
And the open canvas too for Katie Sissoko.
I think the crowd needed it too, D.
Yeah, the crowd was half asleep.
Ray Garland will call timeout. 2:22 remaining in the half. 45-23, still a long way back for the Capitals.
I'm going to propose something wild, Larissa. I know it's wild before I even say it. And I know it'll never happen. You know how in country footy, that the coaches, the teams have their timeout, quarter time, and all the crowd walks out there on the ground, listen to what the coach is saying? I'm saying if you're down about 20 points, the fans should be able to come into the locker room and be like, hey, what the hell going on in here? Pull your figure out. What the hell happening?
Do you really think that?
Well, why not?
Do you really think that? A little change room, not a big field, not a big footy field.
We'll take the first 20.
Well,
sell tickets to watch the furniture moving that's going to take place in there.
Wouldn't be any space to move it. A few messages bouncing around.
so you're saying finally give the armchair critics a chance to come in.
Well, if you're down by this much, then, well, I mean, come on now. I know it was silly.
Gotta try something.
The biggest fans. That would be fun. Not.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
We're all about innovation. On the way out of the timeout.
Now here's a 2-2-1 press. Now we're talking. Get a little, make it aggressive there.
Going to chop things up, back into his zone. Swain in rhythm. Another one, third try.
But if there's one player you can't leave against the zone. Oh dear. I love that they're trying something.
Can they get it going on this end? Kuso has been a steady hand of offense.
Yep.
Double figures already. Flipped up, not quite. Froling provides the pick.
Great pass.
Not that time, and it'll stay Flames basketball.
Yeah, Keely with the open court wall screen. Catching her player, catching Zatina sagging off too far. Had a layup there. I think she might was focusing on drawing a foul instead of finishing it.
Didn't realize how open she was. Great take.
Oh, gave it an okie doke. Oh, missed it, Bunny.
That's wanting there, the Flames. Munga stopped in her tracks. Here's Potch, hit one from this wing. It's a strong rebound from McSpadden. 25-13 the boards, Larissa.
Oh, you can't sag.
Oh.
Wow. Katie dodged a bullet.
Yeah, rebounding's a big key to both teams here, and there's a very clear message going on. I mean, the Flames are just getting it done everywhere right now.
It's a focus during the week as well, rebounding and defense. They have delivered on that in spades. Sissoko second chance. Munga, feet set.
I mean, Canberra wouldn't have been over confident coming into this game, even though they've played a few without Sarah already, but without Jade, you would think they'd be really locked in considering the fact that Sydney is on the bottom of the ladder. And how does she get away with it traveling?
Caps fans are onto it. Oh, Mopu backed out. And McSpadden, the baseline jumper.
Oh my goodness, I'm a bit... I think there are a few travels there.
It might have been just before that, Jay, as well.
But to your point, it does take a big adjustment when you lose such a dynamic, vital point guard. So, I mean, all point guards are vital, but Jade Melbourne's a big out, and it does take a big adjustment.
Clark able to connect.
Clark loves having the last shot of the quarter, half, three-quarter time.
Doesn't she?
Yeah.
I reckon that might be buzzer beater number 4 or so this season for Jada Clark. Well, 50-25 is halftime scoring. The Flames, who average 73 per contest, are well on their way. Offensively, they've been outstanding. 61% from the field, 46% from three-point land. They are flying, looking to break this skid. Laura Nicholson has 3 personal fouls. She'll sit, but regardless, very happy, Joe, with how her team is faring.
You'd think so, Loz, you guys really got the jump on them. Talk me through that first half, because, I mean, it was pretty impressive, at least that first quarter.
Yeah, look, I think we've got off to a good start. We need to keep that same intensity in the second half, but I'm proud of our group for responding after a couple of losses, and yeah, I hope we keep this momentum going.
There were a couple of moments, as you alluded to, in that second quarter where it felt like they might start to generate a bit of momentum. You obviously still got a nice lead here, but what else do you want to see in the second half?
I think just stepping up a level of aggression. We've been switching out there, and I think that we can switch even harder. So yeah, just getting that done in the second half.
3 fouls for you, going to keep it clean in the second half?
Yeah, I'll try my best.
Good luck with the rest of it.
8 points for Lauren Nicholson. They've got Thompson with 11, Shanice Swain as well in double figures with 10 points and 3 triples. Jess McDowell-White has been terrific with 9 off the bench for the Flames. A 25-point lead at halftime away from home for the Sydney Siders here at the AIS Arena.
Wake up, get some before all the damage is done. So come on.
What you can see up there on the screen is one of these cherries. It's a Chico 4, and it's a very nice little car. We've got Andy here. Amber, how old are you? 18, have you got your driver's license? Have you got your own car yet? Do you think it is the best car you could possibly own right now? Could we improve on it with one of these cherries? Excellent answer. All right, so I've been in one of these. Does your car change colour on the inside when you press the buttons and stuff? Does your car do that? No. Neither does mine. And I would love to do that one way. Each day will be a different colour. This is super easy, Amber. What we're going to start out with is a layup. You hit the layup, you get a hat tap. If you hit the free throw straight after that, we give you the Caps basketball. And if you hit the three-pointer, we're going to give you the Caps jersey. We have a lovely Jade Melbourne one I'll show you for you. And then we go for the big prize. We get the half-court shot, we win the car. Are you ready, Canberra? Let's give it up for Amber. Amber, take your time. This could be a shot right next to the ring, standing there, give you a layup, whatever you want to do. Take your time, take it easy, go for it. Do it for the road runners, for goodness sake. Is your coach using up? You're hoping they're not? Yeah, fair enough. Emma, we have consolation prizes. I'm going to give you a go at the layup again, just so you can prove it to everyone here that you know how to do a layup. Go for it again. We're going to give you a prize for hitting the shot right next to the rim. It's going to be, there it is, the cat's hat. We're going to give you the cat's hat. I want you to have a crack at the half-court shot as well. Come on over here. We're going to give you a hat, but I also want to see if I can upgrade you to all VIP tickets. So you can hang out with these beautiful people up here, having little snacks, having drinks with three of your friends. All you have to do is hit the half-court shot. What do you think, Canberra? Can you do it? Come on, let's make some noise for Canberra. Go for it. I reckon you got this. I reckon you got this. Go for it. Oh, that looks pretty good. That's really good. I don't want to rub it in. That was actually closer than you first thought. That was really good. Ladies and gentlemen, please get over here. She's a great sport. Go grab that hat. You can take that home with you, and we're going to have another crack at getting away a car next time game. Thank you, Canberra.
Half-time here at the AIS Arena in Canberra, and the Flames have been dominant, leading this one by 25 points at half-time. They've got 50 on the board, shooting above 60% from the field. 6 3 balls. Shanice Swain has been terrific, and if it wasn't for Satina Akuso, it almost could be worse for the UC Capitals. Liam Ellison, Larissa Anderson and Damon Lowry here with you to break it all down. Well, wow, the Flames out of the blocks like a flash, really.
Yeah, they just got a full stranglehold right now on the UC Capitals. It's not what they expected coming out. Didn't help matters any when Talia Tupea went out injured in the first 4.5 minutes of the game. But nevertheless, defensively, there's no way Paul Gorse will be happy with this effort. Obviously, offense is not, productive whatsoever with 25 points. So this second half, Riss, it's a tough one.
I agree. I think they're all going to be talking about offense, but clearly defensively is the issue here. They can't give up 50 points at half-time and expect to get it done. I know 25 points is going to be the focus, but they've got to play some defence.
They do. Let's have a look at the Hungry Jacks half-time highlights. The Capitals, they did try some different things, to your point, defensively. They mixed it up with a press, a zone, but then that created opportunities for Shanice Swain to go to work.
Yeah, you got to not only just mix it up a little bit. I thought they could have mixed it up a bit earlier, but you just got to know the scout. You got to. Everybody in the league knows that Shanice Swain does not need any invitation. You can't give her a wide open look. So even when they did go into a zone, they just lost focus and concentration. Just gave up an easy 3 to Shanice. So they got a lot of issues right now, the Canberra Capitals. And like you said, Rich, they want to play playoff basketball. They need to fix this.
Yeah, but as you said, they've only given a couple of possessions the zone. I'd like to see a little bit more. They only got up once or twice, and I know that kind of broke their back a bit with that Swain 3, but you've got to back it in now. You're 25 points down. You've got to give something a crack and get after it.
The battle of the bigs coming into this one was crucial. Let's have a look at it. Thanks to Blackmore, Zatina Akuso and Yannick Thompson, both involved on the scoring column. Zatina's been a lone hand almost for the Caps.
Yeah, on the 10 points out of the 25 that they have for the game. But this is a great matchup between these two. They both have good post moves. They both can step out and shoot the ball. And they're giving each other fits. Right now, obviously, you got to get a head-to-head to Yannick Thompson. She got the 5 rebounds as well. But, yeah, good, strong matchup between the both of them.
Got to keep going to the well, do you think, Larissa, if you're Canberra?
Well, you have to. She's got 10 points and then there's daylight between her and the next scorer. But I mean, on the flip side, Sydney have just got players lifting everywhere. McDowell White's got 9 points coming off the bench. I mean, they've got 4 players in double figures. So absolutely keep going to the well. Akuso's really doing a good job in there, but they do need to get it done defensively and get out on the floor. The Caps like to run and they don't have that game going at the moment.
Jess McDowell White has been terrific with 9. They've got 23 bench points already, the Flames, at the half. And part of that is Shanice Swain, who has stepped into this role and taken it with both hands, Damon.
The beauty of Shanice Swain, what I like about her game is it doesn't matter if she comes off the bench or if she starts. She's going to play how she plays. She's not going to turn down any shots. She knows that she is a high-octane, highly flammable scorer. All she got to do is just be on the floor, and it's only a matter of time. So right now, she's getting some really good looks. Her teammates are involved in her. It's a nice spread of offense. So, yeah, she's rolling right now.
In rhythm, making great decisions down the floor in this. Larissa, the risk, if you go to zone, you're going to give up threes to Shanice Swain.
It is a risk. I mean, at the end of the day, though, that is one player that you just have to know where she is at all times. I've coached against her many a time. She's a nightmare to coach against. She can just light it up so quickly, as you said, Dee, in only a few minutes can just knock some shots down. She's just a pure shooter. So you've just got to know where she is.
For the Flames, they do come into this game ranked first in offensive rebounds, and given their struggles, it almost comes as a bit of a surprise, but Unique Thompson is one of those reasons why. She is terrific crashing the glass.
You can see what they're doing right now. She's not by herself as we look at the top 5 boarders in the league. Alicia kicking it off at 1. But yeah, it's effort. Like, you can't coach that kind of skill. That's just something that a player has to have. Desire to chase the rebounds down. There's a lot of misses. There's way more misses in the game than makes, as we know. But good job by Unique, getting 3 extra possessions a game for her team. And things like that, I'm surprised at the bottom of the ladder with a stat like that, Riz.
Yeah, I agree. And you look at 2 of the other leading rebounders there, and Emma Nopu, who, I mean, you just nailed it. It's effort. Annalee Maley, there is no better player to watch than it is just pure effort getting after it. So credit to those Sydney Flame girls really crashing the boards like that. They are annihilating the boards right now.
They really are, aren't they? 26-14, and Agnes Emanopu, one of the reasons why she brings effort in spades. Well, third quarter not far away here at the AIS Arena. Let's see if the Canberra Capitals can indeed turn it around just after this.
I don't know you down to the bone, you're making me sweat, you're making me cold, and I love it. And I love it.
Third quarter moments away here in the nation's capital. Flames caps 50-25, the halftime scoreline. Liam Ellison, Larissa Anderson and Damon Lowry with you in commentary. And Joe Healy is courtside with a very special guest. And don't the Capitals miss her today. Jade Melbourne with Joe.
they definitely are missing her today. Jade obviously injured in the last game against Perth. First of all, how are you feeling? You've obviously already had surgery.
I haven't had surgery yet, so surgery's on Monday. I'm feeling okay. Panadol's been my best friend, but disappointing, but it is what it is. I'll get great on my left hand, and I'll be here to support the girls.
What was the message in the locker room at halftime? Obviously, a tough-looking scoreboard right now. How do they turn it around?
For us, it's all about the defensive end. We're giving up 50 points in the first half. We need to move the ball better as a team, and just in general, we need to get some toughness about us. We're really passive right now on both ends of the floor, so just making sure we get some toughness about us, move the ball, and we know it's a winnable game. We're still in it, so that's the message at halftime.
Obviously, you're out, Sarah's out, and now Talia as well. She's still here. Do you have an update on how she's doing out the back?
Yeah, not too sure how she's doing out the back. I know she won't return tonight. But yeah, unfortunate for Tia, it was only 4 minutes, so hopefully we get her back and we can see a bit more of her because she's an unreal player.
All right, well, best of luck with the recovery and good luck for the girls for the rest of this one.
Awesome, thanks, Joe.
4 to 6 weeks until Jade Melbourne will be re-evaluated for that finger injury. Still bringing so much energy over there on the bench, but gee, they really miss her leadership and energy out there.
And toughness. That's what she said is needed. When one of your players, when somebody says that, you know what that means, Larissa? That means you're playing soft. And you just can't have that. So we're going to see in the first 2 minutes of this quarter what they're about.
And that's what we want to see. Izzy dancing here like they're up by 25. Hopefully they can stay a bit relaxed here. They've just got to leave it all out there. But I agree with you, as well as the passion that Jade Melbourne plays with. I mean, she's the one that fist pumps and runs around and sprints from one end to the other and just really, I don't know, she just lifts the team every single play phase. So they're missing her right now. Someone else has got to step up and get it done.
I hope she was loosening up her hips, because if you're dancing down by 25, we got a problem.
Let's see, shall we?
Brancatizano has brought it, but it's been tough for the Capitals. Let's see if they can indeed turn it around. Jada Clark running point. The challenge here for the Flames is just to remain with that concentration. They were excellent in that first half. Is that at all a risk, Larissa?
Even that cross-screen play they ran just then for Zatina, I like it. Getting her the ball on the block, but everybody else just stood and watched. So you still got to get some movement off the ball, give Zatina some passing options, because she's a very good passer. You know, you don't want her to have to shoot every single time, but if nobody's going to move for her, she's going to be left with no choice.
Baseline turnover, number 9 against the Flames. Caps only had the 5 in the first half. Here's Brancatizano. Pick and roll action with Akuso. Two defenders and Potch off the roll. Second chance, the charm.
That was such a good cut by Potch, and you saw straight away that the Flames are looking to double team Akuso, as they should, because right now she's their only real go-to. That was a great cut, made the second one.
I'm not going to double her though, Riz. I'm going to just back Unique. Just to see now, if she starts scoring multiple buckets in a row, I'll definitely look at doubling. But I want to back Unique at this early stage, one-on-one.
I don't disagree. I mean, they're up by 25. You don't really need to go to that just yet.
Nice little runner for Agnes. Get herself on the scoreboard. Another deuce.
5 and 7 for Eminopu. Has led this rebounding domination for Sydney. Thompson had a hand to it. 4 seconds, Clark.
Great take.
Great in this situation as well, not that time. Fighting around the screen again, Brancatizano. Agnes Eminopu kicked out, Froling. Box out and strong board from Zatina.
With the sound effect too, that was a very strong board.
And that's what you want to do. You want to string together some stops. Try to get 3 in a row to start off with. That's a tough shot by Jada Clark, and by tough, I mean not good. Turnaround jumper. Makeable shot, but in the first 5 seconds of the offense with nobody touching is why I said it wasn't that good of an option.
Poked out from Potch.
Rich, what's your game plan to get bucket? There's no 25-point play. So you got to chip away at this thing. What would you like to see this score at, say, at the halfway mark of this quarter?
Well, I know I keep saying it, but I'd like to see more defensively from them, because the Caps are a team that just want to run. They always want to run, whether I agree with it or not. sometimes I look at them and go, I'd like to see them slow down in the half court, but they want to run. But you can't run if you're not getting stops, and they're just not getting stops. Like you can see there, Keely Frolling, such a great take. No split line, no one-on-one defense. So to me, they've got to keep mixing it up defensively and get something done so they can get out in the open court. In the half court, they're going at Akuso, but I think they've got to keep some more movement. They need other players to step up.
Flames 70% from 2. It has been a thoroughfare down there. Brain Cardizano left. Dow White with 9 off the bench in the first half. Nine to work with now, and off the foot into the backcourt. Caps basketball.
Unlucky. Dribbled it right off the back of your Nick's foot. Who gets the turnover for that?
A great question.
Unique gets the turnover. She touched it last. She kicked it.
That's unlucky too.
Or might go down as a team turnover. I'd like to see Sissoko enter the game here and for them to isolate her and go at her. I think they need to get... She had a tough first half.
Yeah, let's talk Katie Sissoko. I mean, what did you bring her out here to do? Like, is she a scorer? Yes. You want her to get you buckets? Yes. She don't have that kind of range that she can make shots from the bench.
Correct. And it wouldn't count. So, and she's one of their leading rebounders. So I think you need to. I think you need to go at her more here, get her confidence up. As I said, she had some really good looks in that first half, and they didn't quite drop for her, but they were good looks. So I'd like to see her enter the game here more, and for them to really go at her here.
Fourth WNBL season for Nadia Potch, second with the Caps. Coming from the Southside Melbourne Flyers.
Which WNBA team, Liam, has her rights?
Get back to you on that, Damon.
No, it's Potch?
Yeah.
Atlanta.
Atlanta Dream?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's McDowell White. And an Opu. Back heel on the 3. Here is Potch.
There we go.
Extra energy out of the break. Kuso, top of the keyway catch. Who else can they get involved offensively? Zatina's been a problem. Thompson comes up with a stop.
Sorry, Liam. That's why I would leave Unique Thompson on a one-on-one.
Michaela Cann running point. Had a 19-0 run, the Flames, between the first and second quarters to open up this massive advantage. Cann adds 2 more on the left.
And that was after some offense. That was after they got some good ball movement. Then Mick backed their foot speed. Great left-hand layup down the key. And sometimes, Rich, when you get a team that has a big lead like this, some selfish style of play can creep in, but the Flames are still being real disciplined, running their stuff.
And room service from Zatina. Finds the cutting Clark.
I agree. And look, and that's twice now that the Cats have gone into Akuso. The Flames are double teamed, and that weak side guard has made that great cut. So if I was the Flames, I'd be cutting that double team out.
Beautiful dime in the post from Zatina Akuso.
Yeah, Mick Cann jumped out at her. Wasn't necessary. And Jada Clark made her pay on the Amy Reed play.
Nicholson back out there with the 3 personals. And a moving screen.
So a couple of little stops here. Let's see if the Caps can... I mean, they've got some reasonable ball movement going, but not necessarily player movement. We've seen those 2 nice passes from the post from Akuso, but I think the Caps need a little bit more player movement on their offense here. This isn't their game, walking it up and executing in the half court, particularly without a point guard.
This cue against the Capitals. Just the first turnover of the quarter. This is a complete turnaround of the last time they met. 96-56. The Capitals prevailed here on this floor.
Yeah, I remember that day, Liam.
It was different, wasn't it, Damon? The shot clock.
Used
around
up
5 that
every
one.
material.
Swain feeling it. Hand to it from Clark, so 7 to work with.
I really like this matchup with someone longer in Poch on Swain. Not as easy for Swain to get that quick shot up with the 6'3" long guard up and in.
McSpadden was slipping the screen. Here's Nicholson who felt contact. Smart play, 3 throws to come.
And that's what you got to do against pressure. Izzy can just get up and in you and just make your life difficult. But right now, Laws Nicholson, just a vet. She has kept going, got to the basket, used her size and strength, got the shot up, gets herself to the stripe. What's happening in Perth, Liam?
Oh, it's less than a month now, Damon. Hoops Fest, 2 platinum tickets up for grabs if you scan the QR code now. Return flights for 2 as well. 2 nights at the Oaks Perth Hotel and $500 to spend at the Oak and Vine. That is not a bad package. Scan the QR code now, 15th to 18th of January. Will you be there, Damon?
I'll be there. I will be there mingling, working the room, checking out some hoops, NBL and WNBL. Can't wait.
Challenging some new rules, allowing the crowd in the change room.
Making some suggestions.
Yep.
NBL and WNBL all there at RAC. Oh, Nadia Poch, great take.
Much
high off the window and in.
Much better take. Things we love to see, D.
Yeah, good, and offer some good ball movement, offer some good offense. That's her game. She's already showed you she can make the 3 ball. Shanice got hung up going under the screen, never got quite in position. And this level of aggression from Poch, from Nods, I like to see it way more often.
Well, you can see the space that was created off that drive, whereas on some other plays with Akuso catching it from the high post, it's just the space isn't there. So that was a better set there. They've got to make their free throws.
They're 4 of 9 now, becoming a bit of a problem. 4:30 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Backed out with Nicholson.
Oh, this is going up.
Yeah. It's going to have to. Clock winding down. Here comes the horn. It'll be a foul call first. Bailed out from the whistle.
And I understand being aggressive, but you just can't be putting people in sleeper holes. They normally call those fouls. And, you know, the shot clock was just about running down, and Shanice Swain was not going to be able to shoot it off from the floor.
I would like to see a replay of what actually happened there.
Goes against Brain Catazano. They get the fresh 14, the result. Nicholson, high arcing 3.
There you go.
Feed for Poch.
They got that backdoor cut. They've attempted it a few times. Now they're on the same page. Great play.
Swain down the floor.
Good pass.
Oops.
Great find. Michaela Can, the recipient.
But you got to get back on D.
Yeah, good cut by McCann, but great vision from Swain.
Joe Healy's got an update on Talia Tapea.
Yeah, guys, obviously we're not going to see her for the rest of this one after that nasty knock that she received, but concussion often makes people sensitive to light, so she's actually out the back in a dimly lit room. She'll undergo an HIA assessment. Their next game is 8 days away on their home court against the Perth Lynx. TBC whether she'll be available, but it is looking unlikely, I'm told, even at this point.
Oh, thanks, Joe. Good news for Talia Tapea.
No, not good news at all. She definitely looked very wobbly. It didn't look like a nice one. Great boards and...
What? Sissoko stays with the play. And this crowd are still involved here.
There's a highlight reel.
Back to 20 points, the margin. They believe here, the Caps fans. Strong screen for Nicholson.
Great help, Poch.
Perfectly tight. Kuso's been great passing the basketball.
Timeout if this goes in.
Oh.
Yet another one rattles out for Canberra. %10 from 3 tonight. They have not been far away on so many of those attempts. Swain, immediate feed. Great finds.
That was the offensive set of the day. I mean, you talk about running a play to perfection and getting a layup out of it. Wow.
Good old pick and roll.
And finding the lane straight down the boulevard, Zatina.
Anything you can do, I can
get
do
back on D.
Hands in from Poch. McSpadden stays with it. And now Swain can step in. On rebound, Brain Cardizano, relentless with her effort, first to it. And jump ball is the call.
How smart was Lars Nicholson then, knowing she's got the three fouls?
I'm just gonna touch it. I'm just gonna touch the ball.
Manopu and McSpadden will take a break. Flames win it via the arrow.
Flex screen.
So Akuso out of the ball game for the Caps. Is this an opportunity? McDowell White for three.
Wow.
When I tell you, Liam, that every team runs that play on the baseline,
he means it.
To me, to see somebody get that wide open off of it, and you know it's coming.
Effective. Pad the lead back out to 23.
That is why every team runs it. It's quite unreal, isn't it?
And it's only effective if you set good screens. But young Monique Babangi, you can't go under that. You just can't go under it because you're never going to get back into the play. Something good for the youngster to learn.
Now it's Sissoko. Here is Babongi on her birthday. That is a deep three. And sticks it.
Big shot.
Gets the Caps fans back up, their second try of the night.
But this is what keeps happening. They don't get back on defense.
And it's happened after a score time and time again here in the third.
Yeah, you don't have time to admire your own offensive work.
It may be a case of players playing out of position and not used to being safety.
It's Clark inside for two more. They keep ticking over the Flames. Nicholson attacking to the iron. Whistle came first.
So it's something that Caps probably has to address here. You can see someone like Jada Clark, who's used to getting up the floor full court. She's now in the point guard spot. They're probably relying on her now to be safety on a score when she's crashing the boards and ready to get up. It's just a case of a team adjusting without Jade in there.
And she just got subbed out for that potential mistake. So they're doing a good job. I mean, they're winning this quarter, but it just so happens that, you know, you're still down about 20.
Yeah.
Skip pass, Swain. Backed out. They'll have 11 to work with.
Another offensive board to the Flames.
Potts trying to apply the clamps. Swain still advancing, and the whistle comes.
Just such a tough shot creator as well, because you worry about her three ball. Anybody that's got the range that Shanice has, defenses tend to creep up a little bit more, which just opens up all the drive, and now she's getting everything.
Oh, absolutely spot on. When you're that renowned as a shooter and you're such a beautiful shooter as Swain is, it attracts a lot of attention, and credit to her. She's really worked at putting the ball on the floor, which is what she needs to do. The Caps, on the other hand, couple of silly fouls.
Yeah, kind of killed their own momentum.
The shot clock unplugged to finish the third. 25-point lead at halftime. It's been improved from the Capitals, have not been able to stop the Flames defensively though. On the feed, Sissoko with the length. And that'll do it for the end of three. The Flames searching for their first victory under head coach Renee Garland with a 67-46 lead here as we turn for home at AIS Arena. Fourth quarter kicking off here in Canberra. It's the Flames and the UC Capitals, 67-46. The three-quarter time scoreline favouring Sydney, who are looking for their fourth victory of the season and trying to get themselves off the bottom of the table. The Capitals have the Flyers and the Lightning hot on their tail for a spot in the top four, and they have a lot of work to do here as we turn for home. Joe Healy was in the huddle with the Sydney Flames. Joe, what did you catch?
I was. Kelly Froling really showing her leadership. She took charge at three-quarter time, said, we are better defensively when we're aggressive. Renee Garlop then came in and said, yeah, okay, we've got a 21-point lead, but we lost that quarter by 4. Let's lock in here. We're winning this last one.
21-17, the three-quarter scoreline favouring the Caps. Much better offensively from them, Larissa.
Yeah, slightly. Obviously, they put more points on the board, but they still, I mean, and they did a much better job defensively. That is their game in the open court. And Sissoko is having a tough night, but that's what she needs to do. I think they need to give her some more space to work, I think.
I think so, too, yeah. I mean, Keely Froling is a veteran. She's getting physical with her off the ball. It looks like Katie's getting a little frustrated with it, but they just generated a turnover, got themselves an easy deuce.
But it'd just be good to see her be given a little bit more space to penetrate and take Keely Froling on.
As McDowell White connects from 3.
She's having a great night.
Certainly is. 15 now off the bench.
And her and Shanice off the bench, you talk about high octane productivity.
Akuso with the feed once more. It's Babongi inside.
I mean, the Caps pride, really nice play there and finished by Babongi, but the Caps pride themselves on getting after the rebounds. You hear Coach Goris talk about winning the boards a lot each week. They're getting absolutely annihilated on the boards tonight, and that's just an effort thing. I mean, Akuso has 2 rebounds for the game. Munga, who averages at least 6 a game, is only on 1. So they're really down in productivity on the boards. That's their bigs. Their guards are leading the rebounding. So all the Caps need to lift a bit here with the rebounding.
As a coach, how would you address that with a player who's only, you know, those low rebounder numbers when you're relying on them so much?
Well, I mean, all you can do is call them out to say, I need more rebounds from you. I mean, they've got to get after it more, but it's also a case of some of the shots from the Caps are coming up out of rhythm, so people are out of position.
Nadia Poch with her 5th rebound, now for 3. Got it. That's a second tonight for Nadia Poch.
Back to 17. Can they do it, Dee? Do they have a chance?
It is possible. Not probable, but possible.
Manopu backed out. Nicholson managing those 3 personals well. Frank Cardizano stayed with it over the top. The foul call against Keely Froling.
Be expecting a Renee Garlop timeout pretty soon if they come down here and get a 3 or a 2. As we check the Amy replay. And that's just a good extra pass from Sissoko, and I'm glad that Nods did not mess around with it. You open, you catch it, you shoot it. You let it fly, girl.
Absolutely.
Had to be a big night offensively from Poch, and she's brought it. Leading away with 14, and Emma Nopu over the top of the denial. Here's the teardrop from McDowell White, who has a career high tonight. Up to 17 now.
I mean, that's just the biggest no-no. The attention's on all these other players, and they allow McDowell White with 17. Great job by her.
Frank Cardizano assessing. Mismatch here for Zatina. All alone, Nicholson, and nothing she can do.
That was the right move.
Now, that's the time that I probably would have doubled, but But then on the other end, this is what happens. Nobody stops the ball. Lost Nicholson gets all the way 92 feet.
Oh, dear.
And then a sloppy turnover. So that timeout I was thinking about calling, if I was Renee Garland, I don't need it. I don't need it right now.
They left points on the board and then an ill-advised turnover.
But I like the message from Renee Riss. She was like, we lost that quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just those small targets, those small wins. You've got to keep a young team really focused. She's doing a great job at that.
Whipped back over Agnes Imanobu. Horn expires. The Caps get it done there.
I really like Sissoko and Potch out here together. See if they can isolate. Both of them give a mismatch on smaller guards in the post or a slower big matching up. They're going to keep going at this play.
Kuso and Thompson. Drew Froling. And Sissoko sneaks out the back.
And they're getting a layup off it every time. Keep running it until the Flames change it up.
Yeah, that's why I'm going to not double her.
Froling rips and drives through the keyway.
They're just losing vision. And we get taught, players get taught, if your player goes in double, that means you just cut to the basket.
Averaging a career high from the line this season, Keely Froling, 85%. Great to see her chalking up 200 games as well. Last out in our home city of Townsville, Larissa.
That would have been nice to be able to celebrate your 200th. Very nicely played.
Whole family there.
Family, friends, twin.
Coming up against the Caps, where she won 2 championships as well. 2019 and 2020, Keely Froling. 4 minutes chalked down in the fourth quarter. Foul call against the Flames.
Yeah, Thompson just getting called for being a bit, technically holding Akuso, but I really like the job she's done overall on Akuso tonight. It's 2 physical players going at it. It's fun to watch.
Especially in this second half, holding Zatina to just the 2 points.
Right
cut
idea.
off from Thompson.
Right idea. Poor pass, but it was definitely on.
Nobu. And now, Potch did well to slide her feet. Froling the step through. Count the points.
Great finish. And another high five to the face for the effort.
It's just great ball movement. It's good offensive execution.
This has probably been one of the best inside-outside games that I've watched this season. There's been a lot of use of the post player. You don't see it as much these days.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Agreed.
It's not always easy to play with a big lead. Complacency tends to creep in. Sometimes players can go a little bit individual. So this is a good, I guess, endorsement of Renee Garland's values and how we're going to play.
That's better.
Sissoko. Fall away jumper, not quite.
Unfortunately, she's done that a lot tonight. She hasn't backed herself, gotten into the fadeaway. Just hasn't been as aggressive as what we've gotten used to seeing.
For 20 points last week, Katie Sissoko, 10 tonight.
Oh, she's tough.
Aggressive take inside. That was tough.
She just gets that shoulder in. Up strong. Great job, Nicholson.
Timeout here. 5:04 remaining in the fourth. 81-55, the Flames. Their offense rolling here in the fourth quarter. 14-9. Four-quarter scoring as they look to clean that up. Renee Garland is setting some high standards here. Not happy with losing that third quarter.
And that's right. You have to have your team stay focused on the right things, because they might have came to the huddle and thought, hey, we're winning. Yeah, but you didn't lose that quarter. The standard is going to be high under Renee Garland's watch, and it's good to see her holding them accountable.
I agree, and she's doing a great job of that too. 81 points is the most points they've piled on in a while. 74 against Townsville, which is no mean feat against probably one of the favourites.
Absolutely, they had 97 in an OT win over Geelong in round 7.
But as you pointed out, Dee, this has been from discipline in the half court. They've played some great defense against the Caps, really pushed them out of their stuff. But now tonight in the half court, they've been so disciplined.
Still shooting 59% from the field, the Flames. That number has just not come down. Out-rebounded them 41-24. Such a high work rate.
That's a huge stat.
I mean, even with your two stud players out, you expect more of an effort to those little things, those effort plays. Good high-low.
Kuso right where they want it.
We have to assume that was the play called out of the timeout. Really well executed.
Canberra haven't seen enough of that in this second half. Swain deflected a Kuso there. Here's Thompson in the cut from Eminopu.
Throwing their own play straight back at him.
Yeah, they're trying to ice that ball screen, and Shanice Swain just kept her dribble alive.
Boys.
Made the right pass, which led to the right pass for the assist.
That's it. Let it go to work.
Swain in front for Sissoko. Kicked out. Bongi with 5 points on her birthday. Nearly flipped up and in. You can see Renee Garlop still so engaged over there on the sideline. Eminopu curled away, out of trouble. No defense that time. Potch whipped out. That'll be a double dribble.
Hey.
A few refs here.
Can't be making up new rules.
You can try.
And that's the Tina's night done. Not that she's fouled out, but Paul Boris is gone. That's it. I think the white flag has been raised. Down 26 with 3:50 to go. We'll see Renee Garlop start to get some of her younger players in.
McSpadden enters with Jess McDowell wide as well. No doubt we will. Stays with the Flames on the baseline.
Whilst it's not fun for the Caps in the Flames position, it's always nice to be able to reward your bench players who train and work just as hard as everybody else to come out and be part of this.
Definitely. The bench players expect the starters to run the score up so they can get more playing time.
Exactly right.
Potch tangled up with Froley. Whistle against Keeley, who didn't agree initially.
I'm not so
what
sure.
Makes you think that, Liam?
I'm not so sure, too. I would like to see Nadi add one more to her game, the pull-up jump shot in that situation. You're going hard baseline, pull up.
Yep.
You try to come to a complete stop and step through. Keely's not going to let you get away with that.
Sissoko stepping into a jumper.
Yeah, go to work.
Sissoko. Go to work indeed. In front of Froling, stepping by.
She's just had a tough night, but she needs to do that more, really attack. She's just gone into the fadeaway a lot more tonight. Off balance.
And that's credit to Keely Frauden, who's been playing defense for 200 games.
201.
201.
Nice take there from Nicholson with 14. What a night it's been as well for Jess McDowell-White, who's had the career high. Nadia Potts won't get it to full. Previous career high was 11.
Great take.
Certainly is for Shanice Swain.
We just touched on that before, Dee. I love that she's brought that into her game. In the open last season, she probably would have pulled up for the three there. She attracts that up and in attention now, and she's putting the ball on the floor more.
Yep.
And Babongi with the turnarounds.
All these are great reps for Monique.
Oh, dear.
And Shanice is just going to play a little bit of bully ball, and the ref said, we can't have you pushing around a birthday girl. So here comes some subs in. Congrats for Renee getting her first WNBA dub. We knew it was only a matter of time.
Yeah, we certainly did.
And she's looking fit enough to play herself still.
Sure is.
Remember how nice her jump shot was, her game?
Sure do.
It's been a tough initiation. As we noted in the first half, 3 of their last 4 against Townsville, Sydney. And then when they fell 79-74 in the last one, you thought maybe that was a turning point, or was it just going to be in a blip on the radar? Clearly today's performance shows they've taken a step forward.
Every week, every game, they're getting better and better. And obviously that's been coming all season. It's just really nice to see it now starting to come into fruition. But again, yeah, great job to Renee to get her on her way to her first win. She doesn't actually look any different, and she's wearing exactly the same hairstyle.
They should tip a big bucket of Gatorade over her head.
So confusion here with the score bench. 157 in the 4th.
Here's the bonus.
The pressure's on Geelong now, Riz.
Yeah, absolutely.
You do not want the wooden spoon. So it's all about desperation. Some the X's and O's, yes, they are important. But when you're down the bottom of the ladder, what's more important is the intensity, the heart, and desire that you play with.
Heart and effort. Who wants it more? Or who doesn't want it more?
Hey, Larissa, I got another suggestion.
I love it. Go.
So at the awards dinner, at the awards night, when all the first team, MVP, and all that stuff is passed out.
Not bringing the general public, you know.
Now, the first award is the wooden spoon. The team that wins it got to come up there and collect the actual wooden spoon. Take that home with you. And let that be a lesson to you to lift your game for next season. What do you think?
Who collects it? Who has to go up?
Yeah. The captain of the team and the coach.
Both of them?
Yep.
Ouch.
I want it big enough that you need 2 people to carry it.
I was just about to say, how big is it?
Sean Hayward out there for the UC Caps. You don't mind ruffling some feathers, do you, Damon?
Just trying to spice things up a bit, Liam.
Yeah, I'm here for it. Tied up with Morrell, basket waved off.
Tage Morrell is another one I would be looking at to step up more risk out of the University of Nevada. Knows the league, has been around. This isn't her first rodeo.
Well, she obviously played more minutes with the Kuso out, so now she's got that more backup role, and she's very handy.
Caitlin Martin running point. One of those players who plays under Renee Garlop in the NBL1 East for the North Bears. Nice
Great
ball
extra
movement.
pass.
There's no such thing as junk time when you are a development player, when you're a player who's up towards the end of the bench, because every rep counts.
Still attacking. And Taya Watkins will have 2 at the line. 22 years of age, development player out of the Diamond Valley Eagles in the NBL1 South.
That's my hood.
Get down to many Eagles games, Damon?
I've been to a couple. McSpadden played down with the Diamond Valley Eagles. Steph Reed was down there.
They were stacked, weren't they? Abby Ellis?
Abby Ellis is down there, yep.
Yeah, they were tough. Taya had a really strong season with Diamond Valley. Obviously, you look at Steph Reed, McSpadden, you expect a certain level from them, but credit to Watkins, really stepped up and had a great season and has been rewarded accordingly.
As Clark initiating offense. It'll be the largest regulation scoreline for the Flames this season. Previous was 85 against Geelong back in round 1. Did have 97 against the Venom in an OT win a few weeks ago. Maddie Norris first minutes as well tonight.
Good pass, good cut.
Great cut, yep. You hear the bench enjoying that one. Great job by the Flame girls coming in there.
Final basket for Carla Pittman to take her tally to 4 and a 30-point victory, 91-61. They were terrific on both ends of the floor tonight. the Flames. 58% from the field, holding the Capitals to 61. Larissa, I think they executed exactly what they were after.
I think they did a fantastic job that whole game. I mean, I know Renee mentioned that they lost the third quarter by 4 points, but other than that, that was probably one of their best games of the season. Really strong collectively, great spread offensively, but great job defensively to keep the Caps to 61 points.
And sometimes it takes a while for the new head coach to come in and implement their system, because when you're the assistant coach, you can think it, but you might not be able to have the opportunity to implement it. So now, right now, there's always going to be a little bit of an adjustment phase, but you can already see what direction and what Renee Garlick is all about.
Out-rebounded them 49-27 as well. That's quite the number, Larissa.
That's a shellacking on the boards, particularly with two of the better rebounding teams. So there's a lot for the Caps to learn, to discuss. Obviously, it's a massive adjustment they've got to make without Jade Melbourne and Sarah Blitzars, but as you've mentioned a few times, in particular without a point guard, they really struggled to get the ball up the floor at times tonight. So
there was some adversity tonight for the Capitals. They thank their fans here at the AIS Arena. Talia Tapea had to leave early, unfortunately, due to concussion 4 minutes into the contest. Then a big night for Monique Mbongi, Jada Clark, and they will be hoping for Sarah Blitzars, who will be re-evaluated for that round 12 clash against the Perth Lynx.
And somewhere the Southside Flyers are sitting around thinking, hang on a minute, Canberra's got 8 losses, just like us. All we got to do is just win 3 in a row.
And we're there.
And we're in 4th.
Career high tonight for Jess McDowell-White off the bench with 17, Joe Healy.
Yeah, she was incredibly impressive tonight, Jess. What does it mean to you guys as a group now? The momentum's been building, the work has been put in, and you can now see it come to life in the form of a win.
100%. I mean, this is my 3rd game, obviously, so started with 2 losses and got this one today, but I think from game 1 to game 2 to game 3, we've seen a massive shift on both ends of the floor, so really good to get the win today.
A career high for you as well. What is it about this game or this matchup that had you feeling so good today?
Honestly, I think just the confidence that the group gives me to be able to kind of do my thing, and you know, the coaches tell me if I'm open, shoot the ball, and I think I did a good job at that tonight.
You and Shanice pack a bit of a punch off the bench. Just talk to me about the fact that you guys are a duo and go out there and bring the energy and obviously the points today.
Oh, she's incredible. She's obviously a great scorer, just a phenomenal hooper, and I love finally being able to play with her, so it's super cool that we get to do this together, and yeah, I think it's a great punch to have off the bench.
Congrats on the win, that was impressive.
Thank you.
17 points for Jess McDowell-White in 23 minutes off the bench. She was terrific for the Flames. And her 3rd game this season as the nominated replacement player. Figures to be a factor as we go forward here, Damon.
Hopefully she won't be nominated next season. She's clearly a talent. The whole family's got all guards. Everybody's got, and they all play with poise, the McDowell-White family in the backcourt. Good to see her get her opportunity, grabbed it with both hands. She is no stranger to basketball, so that was a great pickup by the Sydney Flames.
Absolutely. Sister Hayley with Bendigo. Brother Will currently in France playing pro. And here's full-time stats. Perfect from the field. Perfect from beyond the arc. And no turnovers tonight as well for Jess McDowell-White. Bit to think about here for the UC Caps now. This race for 4th. It looked like maybe they were about to pull away the Capitals. Injuries have hit. And now it has been blown wide open once again.
Yeah, look, it is a big adjustment without Jade Melbourne. It's probably, look, it sucks for them, but at the same time, it's probably better it happens now than just before finals. So even though they've now at risk that they might not make finals, that it is still in their court. So make the adjustment, lots to work on. It's really unfortunate that they've lost Tapea. Hopefully she's not out for too long, because I think she would have really helped them and will continue to help them. It's just one of those nights. Sometimes you just have a shocker, and I think tonight was one of them.
It goes to show you the importance of a point guard, because now Katie Sissoko is not getting the same looks that she was used to getting. So the whole team has to readjust and almost do it by committee. So like I said, you can't prepare for anything like this as a coach. So Paul Gore's got his work cut out for him to find ways to initiate offense, get the scoreboard ticking over, and on the defensive end have way more bite.
And that's the key. What are they going to do defensively to really mix it up and allow them to get out in the open court? And they've got to fix their rebounding. 49-27 is just not going to get it done.
It's certainly not. Their depth is going to be tested. They'll 4 to 6 and 8 on the table. Southside Melbourne Flyers and the Adelaide Lightning, 4 wins apiece, and they will face off tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. A lot riding on that one. On the floor is Lauren Nicholson with Joe Healy.
Yeah, thanks. I've got the Flames captain with me. Lauren, I mean, describe the emotion right now. Is it relief? You know, it's obviously been a tough season, but really pleased to get that one.
Yeah, definitely a fair bit of relief, and I just feel super, super proud. I feel like this win's been coming, and now we've got it, and now we can finally get rolling. Yeah, a weight off our shoulders, that's for sure.
First win for Renee as well. What does it mean to be able to, you know, get the dub for her, for this group, and obviously moving forward?
Yeah, it's awesome. Renee, you know, she's stepped in and been great. She's always been a great coach. She deserves a chance in the WNBL, and super happy that she's got her first win under her belt.
A couple of big performances from yourself, but also your teammates as well. Jess, Shanice off the bench. What kind of impact do those guys have?
Yeah, look, Shanice, she's a great impact player, but tonight I was particularly impressed with Jess. She's an unbelievable point guard. She's getting better every day at training and every game that we play, so I'm excited to keep playing with her and see what she can do for our team.
You got Southside next week, first game at Kudos Bank Arena, the doubleheader with the Kings. How much are you looking forward to that one and taking this momentum into that one?
Yeah, it's always exciting at Kudos, especially with the double. We'll get a big crowd, and yeah, I feel like we do have a little bit of pep in our step after that performance, so Tuesday will be exciting for us.
Awesome, congrats and good luck for that one too.
Thank you very much.
Nicholson, one of 5 Flames in double figures tonight. Stick around, we'll wrap it all up just after this. 91-61, the Flames back on the winners list in WNBL 26. Post-game wrap as we kick off round 11 in the WNBL. 91-61, the scoreline, favouring the Flames. Liam Ellison, Larissa Anderson and Damon Lowry with you to wrap it all up, and let's have a look at our second half highlights and how they ran away with it, the Sydney Flames. They were terrific down the stretch. That's the biggest scoreline they've had in regulation this season, Sydney.
The Sydney Flames came out and was extremely poised. They were disciplined. You could just tell throughout the week that Renee Garland just laid down some real non-negotiables on how they were going to go about it. And it wasn't any one-man band. They got great contributions. Obviously, she didn't see Jessica McDowell-White's career game coming. She didn't see that coming. But the way they went about it, 91 points on the scoreboard is extremely good. And you're not going to lose many games when you can do that.
And it came off some fantastic defence. So I thought, as you just mentioned, Dee, really disciplined in the half court. You mentioned before, Liam, they've got 5 double-figure scorers, which is always going to cause grief to the opposition, as opposed to the UC Caps, who just didn't have a great night at all.
No, they didn't. Rebounds were a problem, 49-27. They did look after the basketball, but 37%. And, well, they're ranked 8th in the league for three-throw shooting. That trend, unfortunately, continued tonight. Let's have a look at Unique Thompson and how she got it done. She is one of the league's leading offensive rebounders. And once again, as we noted, they dominated that space inside the paint.
Yeah, the girl from Mobile, Alabama, was a real presence. I feel like she's just been getting better as the season wears on. She's showing that she can score from a variety of ways, but it's that extra stuff. Those plays right there, those effort plays, chasing offensive rebounds down. I know that she can score in the post and she can shoot the ball, but she's just being an overall active, like real kind of a monster around in the keyways. You can see the 4 shots right there did a lot of damage inside the key.
I thought she did a fantastic job on the board. She had 10 rebounds, but she kept Akuso off the boards. Akuso only had 3 boards for the whole game, which is, I mean, that's huge. They got absolutely annihilated on the boards, and that's a huge key to it. So Thompson did a great job defensively as well.
That is a huge stat, holding Zatina Rakuso to 3 rebounds. Credit to Unique Thompson. Let's have a look at our Blackmores head-to-head. And it was the guard matchup as Shanice Swain had a terrific night off the bench, especially in that first quarter. She came out of the gates with back-to-back threes, and it felt like that set the tone.
And you know what, you can tell, like, Shanice Swain could easily start for every team in the league. She has that type of talent. But I like the fact that she's prepared to come off the bench and still provide octane. She's Shanice Octane Swain from now on. Now, she's played a real good, steady game. She's not wild, it's not out of control, and she's not just a three-point shooter. Nice little hezzy right there to get on the rim. She's just a scorer, and she can do it within the team concept. Good to see her.
Felt calm and composed tonight for me from Shanice.
Considering turnovers has been a real weakness of her game, particularly last season, as you've just said, she was very calm and poised tonight. So I think that's something that's really coming nicely into her game.
It wasn't filled with highlights tonight for the Caps, but Nadia Potch did provide some positives. She produced when they needed it.
And Nas needs to make sure that she remembers this is what she is capable of. She's such a nice person. Like, her personality, I like to see her become more of a dog. More of a vicious, hungry dog on the court, because she's that skill-rich. Sometimes she waits for the game to come to her when I think she could take the game on more.
Yeah, and you can see on that last drive on that replay, when you give her a little bit of space, she is so athletic, she moves well off the ball. She's been really working on that 3 ball, so really great to see a couple of those shots drop today, as we see one there. But defensively and rebounding, I mean, she rebounded okay today. I know what she's capable of with the boards, but as you said, she needs to back herself more on that and get after it. But she definitely stepped up today, which was great.
Here's the Bunnings Warehouse ladder, and the Capitals now 6 and 8, and it is wide open once more now. 3 teams tied on 4 wins as the Flames jump up.
Caps had a chance to really kind of close the door a little bit, but they left it open. So Southside Flyers are looking at going on a bit of a winning streak to try to catch them. And obviously Adelaide Lightning this season is still, it's not dead yet. And the Sydney Flames are probably thinking the same thing. Now that, you know, now that Renee Garland got her first win, who's to say they can't go on an extended run?
You never know, they're right there. And Southside Melbourne Flyers have games in hand. We will see them facing Adelaide Lightning tomorrow at 12:30 p.m. Australian Eastern Daylight Time. There is a lot riding on this for finals, Larissa.
There is a lot riding on this, and I'm sure all the Flyers were watching this game tonight going, fantastic, we are now back in it. And as much as the Caps are going to hate that, that's what we want to see. We want to see a race for finals, and now it is legitimately open for these teams to take that 4th spot.
And coming up after that at 6:30 p.m, it's the Perth Lynx and the Geelong Venom. Perth are flying at the moment, and the addition of Han Shu, it's really flipped the WNBL on its head.
It certainly has, and the Perth Lynx are they are looking almost unbeatable. Clearly they're not, but they're looking that good. And Geelong Venom got their hands absolutely worked out for them now. If Perth show up with the right attitude, you would think they can handle Geelong. But anything can happen in WNBL26.
How nice and balanced are Perth right now. I mean, they are the most potent three-point shooters, and now you put a 6'11" stud in the middle who can also shoot, run the floor, move, massive shot blocker. Oh my goodness, they're fun to watch.
It is the first of 2 games for the Sydney Flames in round 11. Tuesday night, they will host the Southside Melbourne Flyers. If they win that, well, you never know. It could be season alive for Sydney. Many had them buried.
And that's what we want. We want the last round to mean something, to have teams fighting out for spots. 8 teams in the league. I can't wait for next season, get the Tasmania team in it. But yeah, it's good to see the teams are still alive with this only 8 games to go in the season.
Indigo, they have won 9 straight. They're right there. We've given Perth their flowers. They're top of the ladder for a reason. And Wednesday night, that matchup against the Townsville Fire at the Townsville Entertainment Centre, that might be the match of the round.
Get back game, possibly. Definitely a preview of some type of final, whether it's the grand final or the semi-final. It is a preview.
Tina Rakuso was terrific tonight in the first half in particular. Fell away a bit in the second thanks to the defence of the Sydney Flames. Let's have a look at some of her highlights and how she got it done. 14 points, just the 3 rebounds though, as you mentioned, Larissa. They did well against her defensively. But this post-game, this is a feature, and if they were without Sarah Blitzarves going forward, if they're without Jade Melbourne, they're going to have to keep going at this.
Absolutely. And look, Akuso is a huge player for the Caps. I think they did a good job overall going to her tonight. Dee and I mentioned a couple of times where I think she could have gone to work even more inside. It was almost like she felt like she was shooting it too much and needed to kick it out. I think she needs to keep backing herself. She is a legit inside presence that needs to absolutely keep dominating inside there when she gets the opportunity.
4 assists as well. She was great with high-low passing, finding cutters. Well, time will tell whether this is the new standard for the Sydney Flames. What do you think, Damon?
Well, I'm gonna back them in. Now, obviously, as the talent, they're gonna have to beat some teams that's higher on the ladder, obviously. But the way they went about it is very encouraging. I saw some defense, I saw some offensive transition, I saw some good poised and disciplined offense, and that kind of stuff you can rely on if you're a coach.
And Katie Sissoko as well off the bench. Had 20 last game off the pine, came out with double figures once more. This is her evening out as we kick off round 11 in the nation's capital. A little bit quieter from her, but again, another player they are going to be relying on the Capitals. It could be a nervous few weeks. Jade Melbourne will be re-evaluated in 4 to 6 weeks' time with that finger injury, and we hope for the best for Talia Tupea off that concussion. That was not great scenes, was it?
No, she looked really wobbly. I mean, and it didn't look like a huge hit either, which is really concerning. And she did look very wobbly. Hopefully it's not a big one. It looked up to be around the eye area, which kind of can sometimes look worse than what it is. So hopefully she's not out for more than a game.
91 points on the board tonight is their season high in regulation for the Sydney Flames. They had 97 in OT. They are back on the winners list after 5 games straight dropping. And the first for head coach Renee Garloff. Larissa, that's got to feel great for her.
It will feel so good for her, and she deserves it. So congratulations, Renee. We all remember our first win as the coach in the WNBL, and she's worked really hard. It's really tough coming in halfway through the season and taking over a young team like that. So she's doing a great job.
She sure is. The 4th victory of the season for the Flames. Thank you very much for joining us. Liam Ellison, Larissa Anderson and Damon Lowry with me in commentary tonight. It's a 30-point victory for the Flames away from home. Thank you very much for joining us for more WNBL action.